this is Sobek, and you're of course watching my Minecraft 1.8 Let's Play series, Unnamedcraft. Yeah, I know, not the best name, but with experimental mod packs, you sort of go with what you can. Today I'm starting a brand new save for this pack. We'll be able to carry over the map when I eventually migrate to 1.9. Of course, we'll have to see, but until then we're going to do our best and have some fun. I'm intending this series to be a bit of, well, help for newer players to the modding scene, as well as showcasing some of the cool aspects that I've discovered in my own time philandered upon playing this game. If you'd like to play along with me and explore the pack for yourself, links will be down in the doobly-doo down below. It's a manual install, so check the readme if you've never managed this sort of thing before. Now, enough yapping. Let's go ahead and get things cracking with a fresh new world file. Alright, create new world. Let's see, what should we name it? Well, I suppose the easiest thing is the usual. Plays LP. Of course, we're going to do this in survival. I don't normally do too many creative bits, but, you know, maybe in the future I might get something. Pancake. Cake. Hands. Super flat, large biomes, amplified. Let's just go ahead with default on this. Generalize structure, or generate structures. Might as well have the cheats there for just in case, because this is, reminding everyone this is 1.8, so a lot of this is experimental, so there's going to be some bugs, but we'll more than likely get around that, especially with 1.9's mods starting to become a lot more unified and well, mostly free of bugs eventually. Yeah. Alright. Go ahead and loading in here. Huh. Looks like I started it in a nice, cool new snow biome. Okay, that's pretty awesome. I don't think I've ever actually come across one of these biomes before. Wow. Huh. Maybe we should make our base around here. Let's yeah. Won't bother going too far from spawn. Punching wood. Basic stuff that we gotta get out of the way. Yeah. Alright, let's see here. I believe I had on here to go ahead and go through the mod list. So you know what exactly to expect from this pack. As you can see right in here, what I have in my hand already, definitely got open computers in here. This is a mod that I haven't ever had a chance to really play with too much. A friend of mine who was running the Intermedia, popular mod packs on technicpack.net. They had this in one of their experimental builds that they were doing, and I gotta admit, I tried it out and I was absolutely enthralled at the different kind of things that you could do. Now, I've messed with Computercraft in the past, and you know, Computercraft's pretty cool, but I guess aesthetically I never kind of like got a grasp for it. And while this one uses the same Lua scripting language that Computercraft used in the past, Open Computers is a lot more nuanced and has a lot more little fun things to occupy you while you work. Ooh, red flowers. Grab me some red flowers. We're gonna want a pretty house. Oh yeah, this is gonna be great. Grabbing more stuff. So the other mods that we have on here, I suppose it'd probably be easiest to go alphabetical order for this. Well, here, let me go ahead and build me a crafting grid already. Oh, poop. I have this logged in as my roommates. Oh well. That's fun. Go ahead and make some planks. Get me an axe and a shovel. Wait, no, that's not a shovel. That's a pickaxe. All right, grab you. Come here, chicken. Give me chicken. Alright then, yeah, going through the mod list would probably be easiest. Just go ahead and get it straight through alphabetical order. Got it pulled up right here. We have one of the first mods on here, 3D maneuver gear. This one was a bit of a newcomer. I hadn't seen this one before. I'd heard about people talking about work being done on it. If any of you have ever watched the fairly popular anime Attack on Titan, apparently this is something out of that. I did watch it, I'll admit. It was kind of interesting. But this adds in the little... what the hell would you call those? Jump jet, jump packs, whatever. Oh hey, there's my chest. Go ahead and adds that into the game. Along with the swords that go with it. You have to build replacement swords, all that cool stuff. We might mess with it. Yeah, I think that would be pretty chill. That would be pretty cool. Wow, that is not iced. Next up on the list, we have Alchemic Ash. Now this is one that I've been kind of curious to try out. I worked at getting it, compatible with this version before. It was kind of buggy in the past, but it seems to work better now. There might not be JEI integration for this quite yet, but we'll see if that might have changed. Essentially, from what I'm aware of, when I added it to the pack, it was a mod specifically built around transmutation, similar to that of Project E or Equivalent Exchange. If you've ever played either Mars Iteration or the original, back in the days of original Technic and what have you. It plays off those similar elements, and instead in this one it seems to focus around slime balls. Those are the basis of all of your alchemic ash that you're going to be needing to make. Okay, let's see what we got in our fancy little chest. Ooh, yes, Lexica Botania. Yep, we have Botania in this pack. It is not the original Botania, mind you. It is the unofficial port right now. From what I understand, Vasky is still working quite hard at keeping up with her other mods that she has going currently. Which, incidentally, if you guys haven't tried any of her new mods, definitely go out there and give it a check out. It is great stuff. Sai is fantastic. It's brilliant. We actually have it in this pack. Do all kinds of crazy stuff with Sai. Ooh, sorry about that. Let's see, what else do we got here? Ambiance. This is another one of Vasky's mods. Ironically enough. Oh, well, coincidentally enough, but same difference. You get what I mean. You get what I mean. Ambiance is what you're probably hearing in the background right now. This nice kind of pretty angelic, levity music that's playing in the background. It's a audio overhaul mod that uses essentially a similar thing to how texture packs or resource packs, sorry, old habits. It uses the resource packs to in the same style to add in new music to the game. In this case, I chose her pre-made Runecraft, or RuneScape. God, why am I saying Runecraft? Cold water. Come here, Squid. Come here, insects. Yum, Yum, skid. Ooh. Got a nice cave here. That's very good. We have Industrial Craft 2, or not Industrial Craft, Immersive Engineering 2. I tried to get Industrial Craft working on here, but apparently the current experimental build is a little too experimental, so I can't quite get it to work. I've seen some other people being able to, of course Direwolf, but, you know, he works whatever magic voodoo that he does to get his mod packs working, but, you know, it's all good. But yeah, we have Immersive Engineering. This one is one that I've been dying to get my teeth into. This is essentially everything that I've been wanting from a tech mod for a long time. As much as I do enjoy things like thermal expansion, and believe me, I love my Ender IO, this is a little bit different. It focuses more on a cool aesthetic, a little bit more retro-futurist, steampunk to the rest of us, and it's quite a bit of fun. I've already done some playing around on that Intermedia server in the past, when we still had it going. It kind of revolves around what you would normally expect of a generalized tech mod. You have your... Ooh, I might want to... Oh, hey, we've got a slime island. Awesome! Yeah, this was perfect spawn location. Oh, hell yes. Yeah, we might want to go ahead and start carving out a little spot for us to spend the night in. Them damn creepers get a hold of us, and that'd be no good for nobody. As fair warning, you're all going to have to bear with me doing horrible, awful, stupid voices from here on out. Kind of my thing. But bear with it, and we'll have plenty of fun. We'll have fun. I wish I could do a villager better, but this is about as good as I get. Okay, I think that's about deep enough. I can start carving out to the side. I know YouTube's probably going to be screaming at me at how dark this is, but we'll make it through. We'll do alright, guys, right? Please don't kill me. Alright, put the door there. Nice little cozy hovel for the night. Pray to God that, you know, things don't come out of the woodwork to eat our faces off. Right. Where were we on the mod list? Aside from me gushing about Immersive Engineering, we also have the Auto Packager mod. This is a I forget who happens to manage the Auto Packager. I think it might be Soren. I'm not sure, but so don't quote me on it. ... Auto Packager is pretty useful for, you know, when you start getting like absurd amounts of ore and things like that. You know, you need to. It kills out the whole tedious process of having to. Ooh, hey, bauxite, nice. Of course, I can't dig it up, but yeah. Of course, as you can see right here, we have the ever-present Wyla. It's a little big on this screen. Here, let me go ahead and take care of that real quick for y'all. And we're back from that. Yeah, so we've got Wyla all set up right here. I am using, of course, Journey Map for my map mod on this one. I've done packs in the past where I've sort of avoided this one like the plague. It's a fantastic map mod, don't get me wrong. You can see here, it's got some pretty good zoom on it. It's a little bit system intensive if you have a low-end PC, like my usual one is. I'm borrowing my roommates to film this, but it's a great mod for... Oh wait, this isn't Journey Map. My bad. My, my bad. This is a totally different one. What are you? Yeah, Journey Map has all the little icons and things like that. I might actually have to switch out for that, at least for the build on this PC. So, the link that I'm going to add in the doobly-doo, it's going to, of course, have Journey Map instead of what I'm using on here, which is... Let's see. Map Writer. There we go. I am using Map Writer. Wow, how did I forget that? That's the main one we use on the server. Anyways, definitely a shout out to my buddies who are on the Simplify server. If you guys would like to give this one a shot, I've been basically teasing about it for last while, along with my Gatorcraft pack and the wow, I just totally derped on the name of that pack. Boop. Get us a stone sword real quick. All's oldies but goldies. And a stone pickaxe. Right. I'm supposed to be coming up with stuff to talk about, and I'm doing a bad job of it. Dagnabbit. Anyways, so, right then. We have on this right now Archimedes Ships. That was a one that I was really looking forward to the port in 1.8. Archimedes Ships has absolutely been one of my favorite mods for a very long time. Normally I do absolutely terrible with the mod, but, you know, might be something fun. See if we can't make ourselves a nice steampunk styled skyship, go scare the poop out of the local villages. Rain TNT, something fun. I don't get to do that too often. At least I feel that way. Villagers get a little bit too scared. Is it daytime out yet? No, it is definitely not daytime. Alright, aside from... if you've never played Archimedes Ships, give it a shot. It's not a very big file. It's also not exactly super system intensive, unless you have a tremendous ship or floating island. Those of you familiar with Botania, you'll remember there's an item in there called Shards of Laputa, which essentially make it to where you can take a huge chunk out of the terrain and cause it to float up in the air. Well, with Archimedes Ships, you can do something similar, except you just simply build a giant... what's that? Oh, hydraulic craft. Damn. What level are you? You're harvest level 2. Ooh, man, that's going to be hard. That's another one that we do have on here, hydraulic craft. I'm giving it a shot. It was apparently a Mod Jam winner. Not too familiar with the circumstance around that, but I've seen some spotlights on it. It looked good, so why not? It basically revolves around, as you can imagine, hydraulics and being able to use them to do various different things, or washing, or doubling, you know, the basic tech mod type stuff. But one of the cool aspects that I did see in it, there is this really, really awesome automated farming multi-block system that you can build, and you use the hydraulic pressure that you create to manage these actuators that take the entire thing and just harvest your crops automatically and replant them. It's brilliant. The last time I saw something as interesting had to have been Buildcraft's robot system for doing different harnessing and whatnot, which that's another one that we have in the pack currently, Buildcraft. I also recently added in Bam's Graves. Bam's Graves, we don't have too many grave mods per se for 1.8 currently, especially going into 1.9. I've seen another one being used in various Let's Plays with Direwolf and the FTB team, people like that, and I'm not exactly sure what that mod is, but I don't think it's available to the public. I think it is a Forgecraft only type deal. Got us a little bush. Make a little homey in here. I think I'm actually going to use this as pretty much my go-to mine for here on out. I think that'll be pretty cool. Go ahead and check if it's daytime yet. Nope, it is still pitch black as hell outside. And we've got some more charcoal. Let's go ahead and smelt up a little bit more wood. Next on the mod list that we have right now is... Oh yeah, I didn't finish telling you guys about Bam's Graves, that's right. Sorry Bam. I want to tell people about your mod. I like your mod. Your mod is quite interesting. Gajit likes. Bam's Graves basically does a little bit more of a vanilla-style grave system where when you die, you do leave behind a small chest. That small chest can be configured to work with whatever other mods that you have that would do grave management. Aside from that, you also have... Let's see... I can't really recall too much else about Bam's Graves. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. If you've ever used any kind of grave mod, open blocks, anything like that, Cyanos lootable bodies, you keel over, and instead of your stuff exploding all over the place, you at least have a chance to come back and pick it up, especially if you're very, very far from your spawn. And I think any mod maker worth their, or mod pack maker worth their salt these days includes one of these mods in their packages. So, definitely something to keep around. Man, we are not finding any iron here. Ah, well. Let's see, what are we in Extreme Hills? Let's see here. We are in, I believe, Taiga. Yep, Cold Taiga. Cold Taiga. Would have liked Extreme Hills. At least then I would have gotten some emeralds. Tasty, tasty emeralds. I loves the green. It's beautiful. It is my Arkenstone. I'm pretty sure I was a dwarf in another life. Let's see what else we got here. Botania's unofficial. Yep. This is technically a buggy mod currently, just as a fair warning to anybody who's thinking about going out and trying to see if Vazki has it on her website. The unofficial is not supported. Any bugs that you do have, any errors, whatever you get back from it, where it doesn't play nice with other things, or you get like some sort of graphic glitches and things like that, it is not ready for distribution. She did not do this, it was somebody else. Which of course we're all thankful to that person who was kind enough to port it over. Especially me. Botania's way up there with for me. Yeah. I sing a lot of praises of a lot of these mod makers. I really enjoy a lot of the work that they do. Like I said, Vazki does great stuff. I've not had a bad experience yet with her mods. But so yeah, Botania has not officially updated yet, so you're going to have to wait on that for a little while longer. Until then, we have the unofficial port. It works, from what I've experienced so far, perfectly fine. The Lexica Botania, here, I'll go ahead and pop it open. You can see that it completely works just fine. We have all the same good old stuff. Basics, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. It all should still work the same. You might get a few graphics bugs and things like that, or things not shaping correctly, but Aside from that, I don't think you have too much to worry about. And that would be daylight. Let's go out and see if we can find us some pigs or something. That, or maybe like replant the replant the trees that I've sort of taken to deforesting in the area. Right. So, other things. We do have Buildcraft, like I said. This one is official, but it is very, very buggy at current. So, be aware when going in for the new version of Buildcraft that you could potentially run into some nasty issues. I'm not saying like absolutely avoid it, but if you really need that new fix for the 1.8 edition, soon to be 1.9 actually. I was reading about it on Reddit the other day. The new 1.9 version of the mod will be coming out soon, along with, oh, what was it? Because we just recently had we had forestry come over. And that's really exciting. I've been waiting for forestry to come to 1.8, 1.9 as well. I haven't played a lot of 1.9 yet. I goofed around on some servers with it. It's really interesting. I'm so used to Minecraft being the way that it always has been with its combat and such that it's really sort of alien to play about with the new settings and what have you. Ooh, squid. Cold water. Come here, squid. Oh god, Selkie. Yeah, this is another mod that I added in. This is Grimoire of Gaia 3. It was actually surprisingly one of the first to make the jump. I have to hand it to the mod author for it. Ooh, yeah, awesome. You know, the models are still the same. Hasn't changed too much with it. It's certainly a interesting mod. It can be pretty rough on you if you're running a slower computer. This is obviously a very nice computer that my roommate has, but ooh, squid. Ayah! Give me the stuff, squid. Trying to remember, do I get... Ooh, ice fish. Delicious. And an emerald fragment. Hell yeah. And some good old raw calamari. Raw calamari, yep, Pam's made the jump. Ooh, this guy looks grumpy. Who are you? Oh yeah, that's right, I don't have the zoom mod anymore. Huh. Yeah, this is like some sort of ice gorilla. I'm not sure... That's definitely got to be Grimoire of Gaia, but let's see if we can mess with him. One interesting little mod that I added on here is dungeon tactics. Now this one's pretty fun. It doesn't add a whole lot, but the things that it does add are great. I really like them. Take that. Yeah, cherry bombs. You can get a slingshot, you can use those cherry bombs to make yourself some grenades. Nice. Yeah, I'm doing good today. Cherry bombs grow on various bushes. They tend to regrow fairly quickly. It's Saki Gardens. I didn't need that. Extra biomes is currently, as far as I am aware, the only terrain gen mod that has made the jump to 1.8. That's why we have it on here. I haven't used Biomes Aplenty in a long time. Not to say anything bad for it, but it's just always been one of those mods that are a little bit more difficult to get along with for other ones that add terrain gen. Oh, hello. You want some of this, buddy? Come on. What you want? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Don't mess you up, boy. Slap you with that damn rock. Yeah, take it. Let's see, next on the list, what do we got? Buildcraft, builder's guides. Currently, because there is no port of OpenBlocks right now, and I'm one of those nerds who enjoys building large structures, different things like that. Building guides is the thing that's going to go ahead and cover our butts in the lack of, how do you call it? In the lack of OpenBlocks' little torchy block thingy. I forget what it's called. I think it's just a building guide, actually. Which I tend to abuse in a lot of my builds, along with graph paper. One of those things that you thought you'd never use again after you graduated high school, and yeah, of course, you're still using graph paper. Well, you would use it in college too, but yeah, it depends on what your major is. I was a psychology major in anthropology. Grid paper was not the main thing that we used or needed. Let's see, what else have we got? Yeah, so those build guides, I haven't used them yet, to be quite honest. It is in there for potentially down the line in this Let's Play when I get off my butt and start actually building stuff instead of breaking blocks. Because, you know, that's always absolutely exciting. What do we got here? Capsule mod. Now this one was really interesting. I haven't seen too many people talking about it yet, but basically, if you've ever been a fan of the original Dragon Ball cartoon, Capsule Corp, their main little product that they're known for, which are these little capsules. You click the top and you chuck it across the room, and poof, whatever is contained inside of it comes out. Kind of like a Pokeball, except for your stuff. Yeah, that basically sums it up. A Pokeball for your stuff. So they come in different sizes. You go ahead and denote the area using a special block that the mod comes with, and you toss one of these items at it. It's fairly cheap. Like here, let me pull it up. At capsule. See, it's a very small mod. It is very, very small. But empty capsule. It starts off just an ender pearl, some iron, and a button. You know, it's dirt cheap. There's really no excuse to complain about it. Well, and Endermen do hit harder now, so maybe that's one point of contention that you can make. But home sweet hole in the ground. Let's throw some charcoal in there. I want some calamari. I'll save these ice fish for when I go to the nether later on. That'll be really, really helpful. Like, dear lord, so helpful. Alright, while that's cooking up, let's see, what else do we got here? Yeah, Capsule's great. I really look forward to using it with servers. Hopefully we will get an Unnamedcraft server up and running within the next while. Chicken time. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, calamari. Ever had calamari? Calamari's delicious. Kind of taste. It's a little sweet. It's a little briny. It's very interesting. My sister used to be very, very into the whole Korea pop stars and stuff like that. So I kind of by proxy got exposed to a lot of it. So that also meant a lot of little Korean snack foods. And holy crap, the squid jerky is quite nice. I never thought I'd say that, but yeah, the squid jerky is absolutely fantastic. Let's see, we have Caterpillar mod. This one is one that I'm actually really curious to give out a try to. It's essentially if anyone's ever played, you know, Railcraft back in the day, or well, actually Railcraft still has it, but things like Railcraft where you have automatic tunnel boring machines. Ooh, we've got a cave here, and yes, you can see our next mod that we added in here. Oh, is that a slime? Oh, it's a slime. Ah, I like the slime. Oh, she's adorable. Yeah, we have the cute mob models on here. Oh, shit. Oh, she's so cute. She's gonna explode into a bunch of little mini slimes. Oh my god! It's so cute. Oh my god, there's so many of them. And they're all animated. Oh my god, this is beautiful. I love it. I should feel worse about actually smashing them over the head with a thing. But also good to know that I did dig down into a slime chunk. That's really awesome. But yes, with these beautiful crystals you see scattered around, you now realize what interesting mod that we added in. Yeah. We have the new Thaumcraft, of course. Thaumcraft's always been a big mod on the list for me. I've adored this mod for a long, long time. Ooh, wow. Spooky down here. Got some water there. Now, a lot has changed for Thaumcraft, for veterans of the series. It, no longer do we use, normal nodes. Oh, she wants a hug. 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 She doesn't want a hug. She wants the... No! Go away. Stupid skeleton. Yeah, that was a skeleton. She's kind of cute, but she's also done stick arrows in my eyes, and I don't appreciate that. It kind of hurts. Oh dear God. Whoo! Whoo! Holy poop! Oh! Oh! I should probably name you. Come along. I think I'll name her. I'll name her Melon. I usually name my little pet slime Melon. Come on, Melon. Come in. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Let's see if she can keep going over here, or she's gonna fall off. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I have something I can, do I have any golden lassos? Nope. Yeah, we don't have Survivor balls, we don't have a lot of stuff. I guess I'm just gonna have to lead her up. I will take a name tag though. Whoops. Name. Do not click. Do not click. Yeah, I'm gonna obey that one. Yeah, you're gonna probably die if you follow this way. Alright, come on. Come on. You can make it. Come on! Yeah! Come on. Come on. Come on, Melon! You can do it! Put some effort into it! There she goes. Cool. So, next thing on the mod list, yeah, Caterpillar Auto Miner. Chisel Bits. This one is definitely a go-to for me because I am an art nerd and I like to make pretty all of the things. If you haven't seen anything on Chisel Bits yet, it is absolutely a terrific mod. Go check it out. Allows you to basically grind up... Morning. Allows you to grind up any block by all the way down to the pixels, and you can sculpt whatever you want out of it. So it's definitely really cool to play around with. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. How do you think we did? Be sure to leave us your thoughts below. Look forward to seeing you all next time.